So here we go. This is the game. Got race going on. This is really awesome. They started from a clean save file, but the timer starts when they enter the dungeon. That's why it's a time attack and not RTA.
Mm-hmm. RTA in Japan is a lie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is a time attack. So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be really hard to keep up with runners because this game is so fast paced, and we kind of have to translate what they are getting, what kind of items, and how they're doing. So we'll kind of have to keep up.
Oh, they actually started a timer before entering the dungeon. Interesting.
Oh, I usually start a timer in the beginning. So yeah, so you can see this game. It's like a grid-based thing. So it's kind of a real-time game and a turn-based game in the same vein. So for each action you take in a dungeon, the enemies will take actions too. So for example, if you move, the enemies are gonna move, or they're gonna do something. They usually move towards you. Oh my god, seems like Fukatsumi got that Dotanuki, which is one of the best weapons.
Yeah, the Master Sword, translated into English.
Yeah, Dotanuki has 10 attack power. It's one of the better swords in the game, and I think it's the best sword you can get in Table Mountain time attack.
It is.
At least. Yep, it's the best weapon you can get. Meanwhile, Ponzu has no weapons, no shields. Oh, he got the total shield.
Stuff.
Just punching stuff. You can see already some of the randomness is play.
Yeah, this game is completely random, but dungeons are actually generated based on a pattern.
That chef guy in the left side of the screen just got the Bufu staff, which just turned the monster into meat, which is going to be coming really handy for Fukatsumi later.
I think on the clean save file that actually has like a 200 out of 256 chance of spawning, so it's quite high of getting him.
Yeah, you want that stuff.
But
so in this game, there's
like the other one get lucky.
Yep. So this game, there are a lot of like categories. You got the mammal meat there. It's gonna be coming handy in pretty much at the last boss. You'll see. I think that's what he's going for there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, in this game, there are different item categories. You got your sword, your shields, you got staffs, you got scrolls, your money and herbs. And there are a lot of item categories. It's really it's hard to cover what each one of them are because there are a lot of items in this. So it seems so far they're moving up smoothly. These enemies, the Daikon radishes, are really annoying. They shoot a nerve, poison herb, and they can. When you get poison in this game, it's different from other RPG. You lose one strength point and you lose some HP, but it's not like a constant thing. Strength.
Yeah, poison is pretty devastating to get hit by. Because the strength loss lowers your attack power.
We should cover the stealing. They're gonna do some. They're gonna steal the shop here. So the items that the NPC drop there are always fixed, which is a onigiri, one medical herb, knockback staff, and one identified scroll. So some of the items in this game are unidentified, and the knockback staff, you'll see here, they're gonna knock the shopkeeper away, and then they're gonna steal from the shop with this pot, their diversion pot. So there it is.
They're gonna wait for a little bit to see if a guard comes. Looks like the right one got a guard that has to be knocked back. That's actually quite nice. And the left one just had a clean run out. So
Yep.
Stealing from that shop is fairly easy, but I've seen a lot of Nico runners die on that.
Yep. So it seems
it's
like
not trivial.
Alright, so let's see. I think Bozun on right side got a katana. It's pretty nice. Dotanuki, I cannot tell from this angle.
I think it's a katana.
Yeah, I think it's katana from the sprite. I can tell. Yeah, katana is I think 6 power strength. I think. not as good as Dotanuki.
Mm-hmm.
It's plus 3 katana, so that's like 9. So it's really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 9 attack power. A little bit less than Dotanuki. This is a really bad situation for him.
The left one also switched to a katana.
Dude, okay. You got a knockback stab. So yeah, in this game, enemies can level up. So you get this enemy called Haboon there in the right side. And that dude went to level 2. That was probably going to be like 20 plus damage for him and would have died, as you can see there. Yeah, that guy is... The level 2 enemy is really devastating.
Yeah, the gimmick of this floor is that you have enemies that can level up other enemies. So what they're trying to do is leveling up an enemy really, really high and then instantly killing it with Gaitons.
Yeah, it's just the currency of this game. You can get money into the pots, and then the first 2 digits of the money do the amount of damage you're gonna do. So if you get, like, for example, 560 Gaitons and you're in a pot, you're gonna do 56 damage.
And by killing a high-level enemy, you get a lot of EXP, which is gonna help them rush through the game.
Yeah, this is like a safety-ish strat. So they're like going around circles,
trying to level up enemies.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna try to kill Haboon. That's gonna give him like at least 700, I think, EXP. That's the amount of experience they give.
Yeah, I figured this was what they were gonna do for marathon safety. They seem to be taking a long time on this floor, trying to grind up levels, which you would normally not do. This game is like really interesting in that way. Like you can decide to go fast and play risky, or you can decide to go slow. And obviously it's a speed run, so you want to go fast, but it's more risky. It's a risk and reward.
Yeah, they're grinding basically by trying to level up an enemy to get extra XP. Seems like Gatsumi on the left side is way ahead. Has level 11 already.
Normally, you would never grind up this much. I've actually never seen this in any of the runs, so it's kind of interesting.
This is new to me also. Okay, it seems like he went for it low late. So as you can see, you can stand on the money and then just get your money on the pot. There are different types of pot in this. The one they got from the steal in the shop fix, it's preservation pot, which you can put items in there and take them away as you wish. The other pots are different; they have different effects, and you cannot take items out of them. You can have to break them, take your items out. But preservation pots are really nice.
Being able to store Gaitons and throw them at enemies is really, really helpful. Also, I'm curious, is the left one gonna stay on the floor until the winds of Kron come?
No.
Because there is this thing in the game called the winds of Kron, which blow you away from the stage and pretty much kill you if you stay on the floor for too long to prevent grinding. So he really has to move on sooner or later when the winds of Kron come and blow him. I think it's 100 turns or 1,000 turns.
I think 1,000, yeah.
I think 1,000, yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure 1,000. So he's trying to just level up using the Kimemucha, which is the samurai, green samurai dudes. They just release a ghost when they die, and those ghosts, they go into other enemies, and then you can kill those enemies.
He killed the mammal. That's a really, really good one.
Level 3 mammal is 1,000 EXP. Really nice.
Level 14 is a really big advantage.
So Ponzu on the right side, he had an iron shield, which is really good. I think one of the best that you can get in Table Mountain Elite. Toto shield, right on the left side, it's not as good, but he has a lot of levels. So level 3 Gamara. Gamara, they don't attack you, they just steal your money. Pour it away.
Oh, wow. A level
800,
3
dude.
Gamara. Yeah.
800 EXP, that's a lot.
They are the most easy enemy to kill, and they give a bunch of EXP as well. Because they don't do anything as long as there is money on the ground.
Bakuzui, that's Sleep Scroll. Yeah, Sleep Scroll. He's throwing out items.
Now they're in the forest with the Reapers and the mages, and they ruin your day if they level up. And the level up enemy is still there as well. Mages are pretty harmless on low level, but once they level up, they can inflict some nasty status effects. But they can drop skeleton mage staffs, which are really, really nice.
The Reapers especially, they take 2 turns for 1 turn. So, for example, if you move once, they move twice. You attack once, they attack twice.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and if they're leveled up, they attack even more. I think the highest level one attacks 3 times and can go through all walls.
Yeah,
they have wall hacks.
They're devastating enemies. Oh yeah, also I should explain the wait mechanics. So you can wait to heal in this game. You press A plus B. You can wait turns place, and
you got a fission.
Oh damn!
The fission bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really big advantage, being able to see where all your enemies are.
This is
all items.
Yeah, you can probably point out the exit. You know where the enemies are. And just knowing overall the layout of the dungeon, it's really helpful.
Mm-hmm. The layout is not completely random, but having a vision of where all enemies are is really helpful.
Enemy placement is random, but the layout of the dungeon is not random. Yeah, where like some of the floors are fixed, and you know the layout of the floors is just different in terms of the exit here.
Also,
where
is
are the enemies
Monster
placed?
House?
I've
never seen this.
I've never seen this kind of monster house before.
Oh wow! Monster houses are a big room or a small room, depending on how lucky you get, with full of monsters and traps and items. You get a lot of loot out of it, but it's also really risky.
The one thing good about Monster House is that it's one room, so you can use a scroll, and that scroll is going to affect the whole room. It's really good. Oh yeah, on the right side you can see Narojo, which is an enemy that curses your items. Cursed items cannot be taken out of you unequipped, so you cannot unequip your items if you curse.
And you cannot use them if they're cursed either.
Yep. I think in this game there's no curse on like usable. It's only equipment. I'm pretty sure. That's some of the later games.
Something we haven't even said is this is a roguelike. If you die in this game, you go back to the beginning of the dungeon at level 1 without items, without anything. So if any of these players were to die, they have to restart the entire run.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not a marathon save game at all.
They made it out with, extra levels, which is pretty nice.
Oh, there's a monster house on the right side.
There you go. That's a monster house.
Being taken out with air slash scroll.
Yeah, air slash does around 40-ish damage to every enemy in the same room. There you go. Except the pumpkins, they were on the wall, I think.
Yeah.
So that's why they didn't get affected by air slash.
They got affected, but they just didn't take enough damage. The damage roll wasn't nice.
Oh yeah, if you see any of the runners slash up in the air, that means they're looking for traps, because if you slash the air, you can look for traps in the floor. Which is really convenient. Some of the traps are devastating.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you...
Especially monster houses, because of how monster houses work. Every single tile is either an enemy, an item, or a trap. So if you slash on a tile that is empty, you're most likely gonna find a trap. So knowing which traps are there is really helpful for your planning.
So yeah, those green dudes with a spear in the right screen. They're called Kidney Tribe. Those guys attack everything on. It's everything. They attack their own allies.
And then they level up. And
Mhm.
it's really nasty.
Oh yeah, tanks are. What can I say about what can
Tanks
I say about
are awesome. They deal fixed damage.
They do 20. I'm pretty sure level 1.
Yeah. And they have an explosion radius of 1 tile around the explosion.
Mm-hmm. So it's like imagine a full circle around where the thing exploded.
They're really dangerous because they have a long range. Especially later on where they attack multiple times per turn.
Oh yeah, I should explain the menus also. If you press Y on your menu, you can sort items, which is really nice because they get sorted by category. So you press Y, the items get sorted by, weapons, shields, and bracelets, and scrolls, staves, and I don't remember. I think that's the order. No, it's or the herbs are around that. Yeah, but the point is that you can sort your items.
And this is how they navigate those menus so fast, by sorting the items. It takes a few button presses to sort them, but it's really, really worth it to sort the items to make your menus a lot faster. Definitely. Oh no! Oh, the one on the left got a monster spawn trap with 4 flame priests. They deal very high damage, but luckily enough he had the Bakusui scroll.
Yeah, Bakusui. Yeah, they just put it to sleep. Oh, yeah. He has the that weapon. He has, I think, Sky Splitter. Remember, I think that does damage to in like an arc. So imagine an arc that can do damage to 3 enemies if they are directly ahead of you.
There is an interesting thing about the sleep scroll. It has a negative effect also. If the enemy wakes up after they fall asleep, they have double the movement speed. So it's not a fail-safe scroll to use if you're not sure you're gonna kill them in time before they wake up.
Seems like you got a shop with a lot of staves.
Oh,
it's really nice. Oh yeah. Right side, in the right side, meanwhile, he already entered Table Man.
Yeah.
After the swamp, Ginger Table Mountain, which is he's like halfway there.
The dungeon is 30 floors, so you can see how far they are on the top left of the game. He's at 17, so it doesn't really mean halfway.
We never mentioned this, but you have to eat game or else you die.
Yeah, the game has a hunger system, so you have to eat onigiris to recover your hunger, or else you're gonna die. The one on the left side is hungry right now, and if you're hungry, you start losing 1 HP every step you take, every turn, until you eat. He got really lucky by finding an onigiri. Just about he got hunger.
So that muscular dude, the purple, that's one of my favorite enemies, called Master Chicken.
Oh, the Master Chicken.
The Master Chicken. That's the name of the enemy.
They're really annoying.
They do a lot of damage, and if you do some amount of damage to them, they just transform into this little chicken, and they have their experience.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's the Master Chicken again. So he's knocking back and use arrows to kill him, because they do a lot of damage. They're really strong.
Arrows are really nice for dealing with the pretty much all the enemies. Because they're ranged, and it's your only ranged source of damage in this game.
Yeah, he's going to the regular floor 18. Yeah, Master Chickens appear in this floor. Minotaurs start appearing also. Yeah, Minotaurs are. There's a wimpy chicken. Yeah, give 200. So they fall apart by. But you never know what's gonna happen. Or it's never done until it's done. To fight a boss.
Yeah, we were also really curious what they were gonna do on the final boss because there are a lot of ways to kill it, but there are also a lot of ways to just game over on the final boss.
Yeah, definitely. It's situational whether how you're gonna kill the final boss. There are definitely a lot of ways to. As far as I remember, one of them got a mammal meat, but that's gonna come in handy for the final boss. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not spoiling it, but
I'm
you'll
not
see.
spoiling it, but he's gonna do some shenanigans probably. We'll see though.
Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to mention in this game, if you know what an unidentified item is, you can name it. So you'll see them going into when the green items are. If you don't have the identified, you can just put a name on it to see who they are, just so you can remember.
Yellow means that they don't know what the item is, and when they use it, they'll figure out what it is, and then they can name it. For the next time they encounter the item, it will still be named.
There's the master chicken.
Oh boy, the master chickens.
Master chickens, dude.
The master chickens and the minotaurs as well. They're quite dangerous. They deal a lot of damage.
They can deal a critical hit also.
Yeah.
If they hit you. There's the Minotaur X. They got a drop. You can do critical hits with Minotaur X.
Critical hits basically double your damage, so they're really dangerous.
Especially in a game like Shiren.
Yeah. When they deal 30 with normal hits, they're gonna deal 60 with criticals, and if you had like 60 HP and you're like, oh, I can tank it because I have more than 30 HP, well, you're wrong. They're gonna critical you and you're dead.
You have to be really careful around those dudes, yeah. Yeah, see, there's a lot of things to cover in this game. We haven't even talked enough, but there are a lot of things that happen that we just missed because
we haven't even covered like 10% of the game that was happening over here.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep up with this game because it's so fast.
Because of the running as well, it's a really, really fast game. Running, when you hold B, like moves you towards the next spot where you can't move anymore, or there is a monster or an item there, then it stops you from running. So you can move really, really quickly through these dungeons.
Yeah, traversing dungeons.
They're not speeding up the game or anything. It's an intentional mechanic in the game. Running.
Which is awesome. Makes for a really impressive showing for traversing the dungeons and movement overall.
It's really, really hard to get optimal movement and optimal everything in this game because of how fast you can play this game, which makes for a really great speedrun. Which is kind of a shame because this game is a really, really run game in Japan, but in the US, there are no, or in the West in general, there are no runners of this at all.
Yeah, it's
such a difficult run.
So he went to the shop. I don't think he's gonna steal though, but it's really hard to steal in this this place. You have to be like kind of situational. You need the shop staff to steal here.
Definitely not impossible, but definitely also not trivial to steal from this shop. There are going to be a lot of guards if he will have chosen to steal. Which, this late into the run is not worth it anymore.
Yeah, he's... I think he's going to floor 22. There it is, 22, yeah. So he has like a little bit to go, but he's going to the final stretch, which is really dangerous. Those guys with the bell, they are really annoying. They can summon an enemy. And the robot guys, they're called Karakroid. They move twice and they can set traps on the floor.
Oh, he swapped into a really, really bad position right there.
Yeah, double Karakroid.
Double Karakroid.
He didn't know the Karakroid was... Oh yeah, that he did swap this.
Yeah.
Yeah, being sandwiched by enemies in this game, it's not a fun thing.
There are a lot of really, really risky things in this game, and there is no way of knowing what is going to happen before you take your actions.
Yeah, especially.
Also, Something you saw right there on the right side is a hidden room. Sometimes rooms are hidden and you have to slash the wall to uncover them. So if you see them randomly slashing at walls, it's to uncover hidden rooms. Also, using traps to their advantage to kill them, right there.
Yeah, using the explosion trap, you can instantly kill enemies, including the final boss.
Don't spoil it. Nah.
No, but yeah, it's worth to mention that you can also kill the final boss with that trap if you happen to find.
It's pretty powerful trap, and it brings you only to 1 HP.
Yep.
And because of the Karakuroids, there are gonna be a lot of traps on this floor, as you can see on the right side of the stream. A lot of traps everywhere.
Especially sleep trap, you know. My favorite. If you get like hit by the sleep trap and at the same time there are enemies around you, you're gonna die. It's really unfortunate.
You cannot move for quite a long time. It's pretty much a guaranteed death.
Oh no!
Oh no, the gaze.
Yeah, he's sandwiched between. On the right side, he's sandwiched between two enemies.
The left side was so lucky right there. So a gaze, it's a kind of an interesting enemy. So it takes control of you, and you cannot do anything as long as gazing you.
Yep.
That's just how I'm gonna call it.
He got a monster ass also.
Yeah. So the gaze, when it gazes you, it does any move you can do, and it's usually really, really bad. Especially if there are a lot of enemies around you, you do not get to move. They will take your move.
He's using this swap staff to move around the monster house, so...
Yeah, that's pretty much all he can do right now at such a low health.
Alright, there we go. He's gonna swap into the stairs. Nice, yes.
Like, you do not want to mess around with enemies when you're at low health. So that monster house is actually really, really good for him because all the enemies were very far away from him.
Meanwhile, on the right side, he got sandwiched between a gaze and Cyclops.
Yeah.
And now left side is in the lead.
So yeah, as you can see, Shiren is a very, very interesting game. The left side was not in the lead for a very long time, but it seems like all of those safety strategies have paid off a little bit.
Yeah, they paid off definitely.
He's still very low health, which is not that great in a situation. Because how recovery works in this game.
Oh, the polygons!
Oh, the polygons.
Polygons, yeah, polygons are kind of strong, and they hunger here.
And they have a very strange movement pattern. They move into the spot where you move towards.
It's basically they like try to block you. Oh, floor 26. I should talk about this. This floor is really dangerous.
26 is no.
There are a lot of reapers and red reapers. They move and they can attack twice. I think they get 3 goes in 1 turn. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, they do.
And as you can see, there are only skeleton mages and reapers in this room.
Skeleton mages like really bad status effects at this point.
Yeah, you can use herbs to kill the reapers. You can throw a healing herb to kill them.
Yeah, because they're undead.
Yeah, technically they're undead. Yep. But they're looking for the egg. They basically want to get out this floor as soon as possible. The reapers are devastating.
And since they can fly and this entire area is open, yeah, they can just come towards you at a very rapid speed.
You can see he's going really slow, trying to. There we go. See, he moved and attacked twice, so. Yeah,
he isn't even using the B movement to go fast because it's such a risky floor. And now he's done the free trials. The free trials are probably the most dangerous floors of the entire game because dragons.
Yeah, dragon heads, normal dragons,
reapers.
Reapers. It's it's a mess. These last couple, oh damn, the dragon just killed the dragon head.
Oh no, now it's a sky dragon. Sky dragons are even more dangerous than normal dragons.
Yes, you're gonna see.
I think he put the stuff to it. But sky dragon. So normal dragons can only shoot in a straight direction. Sky dragons can fire in any direction. So also diagonals, and even like diagonal and then one tile. Like it's not even really a diagonal, but they still hit you.
They breathe fire and do 40 damage.
Yeah, it's very, very nasty. Also, on the left side, that one got a Reaper meat. So he got a very, very easy floor 26. Because when you transform into an enemy, you get all of its abilities, including the moving faster and being able to float.
God, this is really, really bad for...
This is really, really intense.
Bonzu on the right side. And basically, the Sky Dragon is chasing him. He's looking for the stairs. The stairs in this are kind of hidden. There's like this labyrinth kind of thing that stairs can be like basically where in the labyrinth, and it's dark, so it's kind of hard to like guess where they're gonna be. He got through floor 27, which is pretty good.
Okay.
So we don't know what they have on their inventory. I haven't been keeping up with the inventories, so
yeah,
I don't know how they're gonna
so
kill the boss.
It goes so fast, we kind of can't really keep up with the inventory.
Yeah, we don't know how they're gonna kill the final boss. We'll try to explain when we do it.
Hopefully they have a blank scroll, because that's a guaranteed victory.
Pretty much, yeah. You're on the same floor now, so it's kind of close. Okay.
Oh, he got a trap! No!
Oh!
He got put back of the entire floor. So yeah, pitfall traps put you down, and depending on where... Oh! The double reapers!
Yikes!
Yikes!
Oh, man, this is really bad.
He died on floor 28. Because of the double reapers. It's over.
That is so unlucky.
Game over.
Yeah, that's it. That's Shiren for you.
That's Shiren in a nutshell. This is why this game is not speedrun.
Yeah, he tried to use a big room scroll to get away, but he had like no resources, I think.
Meanwhile, on the left side, he got to the final room.
Yeah, this is the final boss. That is so unfortunate, dude.
Even if the right side would have Ponce would try again now, it will take a very long time because he lost all of his items, all of his levels, all of his money. Literally everything is gone when you die. So it's... This is not a marathon-friendly run.
That is really unfortunate. Let's see how he handles the final room. We don't even know what he has, so I guess we'll see.
I think he's gonna use the...
Alright,
he's gonna use a sleep scroll to begin with.
Alright. Now...
A power-up scroll?
Oh, this is interesting.
Twice?
I wonder if it's gonna try
Swap to the final boss? And he's just gonna punch the boss. Okay.
This is like the dullest way to kill him, but at the same time, it's really effective.
It's really effective. We thought he was gonna use the mammal meat and throw it in the boss to make the boss into a mammal.
Yeah, but I wonder if he used it, or I don't know. Well, that's it. GG.
If you had a blank scroll, you can make it into a monster house scroll, and what that does is it spawns a monster house, and what a monster house does, it removes all enemies in a room, and then it spawns new enemies, but because it's a special boss room, it can't spawn new enemies. So that's why it's a guaranteed victory, because it just kills all enemies instantly. But
it's interesting. You can do a lot of things against the final boss. It can be affected by status effects. You can
make it into a Shiren doll and have all your enemies kill it.
Yep. You can use one of the weaker enemy meats. You can throw it at them and transform it into a weaker enemy, and you can slash him once and kill him. There's a lot of ways to kill the final boss. That's why we didn't know. Yeah, that's it.
That was Shiren.
for Shiren. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. We didn't cover like everything. It's really hard to do it. I hope you enjoyed the commentary and
hopefully we got a bit.
Yep.
Me and Aoife are pretty much the most knowledgeable people about the speedrun, so if you ever want to know anything, well, we don't know that much, but we'll try and help you. It's a really, really cool game, and I hope some people